Hi there and welcome back to Loopy Mabel Vintage Style Crochet. My name is Jane and in this tutorial I am going through the half treble crochet stitch, following on from my last tutorial series on basic crochet. So if you want to grab some yarn and a hook and follow me in this tutorial, I'll see you back here in a minute. So before we start this tutorial, hopefully you are aware of how to do the chain stitch and the slip knot. But if you're not, please refer to a previous video of mine where there's a tutorial on this where you can practice beforehand, and hopefully you can then follow us along with this tutorial. So I have chained 17. I'm using an Aran weight yarn and a 4.5mm hook. I'm doing this purely so it's easy for you to see what I'm doing. Now I've chained 17 because we're going to begin in the third chain from the hook. The reason we're doing that is because we're going to use the first two chains as our pretend half treble, because you need to raise obviously your work up to get you going on your first row. So I've chained 17 and I'm going to half treble into the third chain from the hook. So to do the half treble, we are going to yarn over our hook, go down into that third chain, yarn over the hook, bring it through, and you've got 3 loops on your hook. Now normally when we do a treble we would go yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. But in the half treble it's yarn over and we just pull through all 3 on the hook. So I'll do that again. Yarn over, down through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 3. There we go. So yarn over, down through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So if you'd like to practice that to the end of your chain, you might want to pause the video and I'll see you back here at the end. So hopefully you managed to get to the end of your row. So I've just got 2 more to go, so I'll just complete those 2. And that's the first row completed. So let's do another row. So when we're doing half trebles we need to chain 2, and that will act as our first half treble. Turn our work and we're going to go down, not into the first one, not into there, into the next one, because those 2 chains are going to act as a half treble for here. So yarn over, skip the first one, go into the second one and complete your stitch. Yarn over and pull through all 3, and as you can see that 2 chain is created like a false half treble. So we're going to work all the way along this row, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through all 3, yarn over to the next stitch, yarn over all through 3. And as you practice you should be able to build up your speed, but it's not a race, so you just take your time And practice does make perfect, definitely. If you want to pause the video, and I'll see you back here in a moment. So when you come into the end of your second row, don't forget that from the previous row when you did those chains, they do count, that does count as a stitch. So don't forget that's there, so you need to go into there as well at the end. Pick up there, the top of the chain too, to create your last stitch, because if you don't, you'll find if you don't pick up those pretend half trebles on the end, you find your work is going to go in like that because you're going to drop a stitch each row. So if you started off with 10 or you started off with 15, if you just want to double check when you get to the end that you've got the number that you started with, just to make sure you've got them, and if you find you're one missing, that'll be the reason why, so you need to remember to pick up that one there. So to ensure that you've got the right number of stitches there and you haven't dropped one on either end, if you just want to count at the end of your row to make sure you've got them, and I'll just do that with mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that's how you keep your work nice and straight on the edges. So if you want to practice a few more rows, pause the video and I shall see you back here in a moment. So here we are, I've done a few more rows and I hope you've managed to do some rows too. Hope you haven't struggled. Don't worry if you have though, all you need to do is pull it out and just try again. It's just practice, practice makes perfect. I've done a few rows just to show you what it looks like. I love the half treble stitch. It's just a more compact stitch from the treble, but not as small as obviously as the double crochet, and obviously the half treble is in UK terms. If you are in the US, it was classed as a half double crochet. So shall we do one more row just to see how we're getting on? So we've come to the end, chain 2 and turn our work. And remember this is classed as our first stitch, so we're going to skip there and we're going to go to that one next. So yarn over into the next one, yarn over, pull through all 3. I'm just going to glide through this row. If you're wondering what hook I use the Etimo, the tulip hook. I have all of them in the set. These are my favourite hooks. I just love the comfortable grip on these. I've tried all sorts of crochet hooks, but these are the ones that are most comfortable for me. You probably find that you'll try certain crochet hooks out and you'll know they're just right for you. So we're coming to the end of this row. Yarn over and pull through. And the last one with a chain on the end, you mustn't forget that one because that is a stitch. There we go. And that is a half treble stitch. So I hope you've managed to follow me okay. Don't forget you can always rewind and pause the video while you're practicing and then play again when you're ready. As I always say, it's only crochet, it's only yarn, it's not the end of the world. Just pull it out, start again until you've got it cracked. But it really is a simple stitch to do. Don't forget, all you're doing is yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and that creates the half treble in the UK or the half double crochet in the US. So I hope this tutorial helped you in your crochet basic skills. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Please share my videos with your friends. Come and join us for our weekly chats. And you can also find me at Loopy Mabel Crochet Blogspot or at loopymabel.co.uk. Until the next time, as always, take care and happy crochet!